Hi team, Coach Alexa here. It's coming to that time of year, getting into the autumn, getting into some rainy weather, where the rain is perhaps a little bit heavier, more sustained than it has been recently, and I'm getting a few more questions through about waterproof running jackets. And the biggest thing I will say about pretty much any waterproof jacket, so whether you're buying it for running or cycling or walking or dog walking or casual wear, or whether you're spending lots of money on something really posh for sort of long distance mountain biking or even riding a motorbike or a scooter in the winter, they are always going to let water in. And that is because they have massive holes in them for our head and our hands to come out. And anytime you put holes in a waterproof, it's going to compromise its waterproofing. So no matter how much money you spend or the amazing technical fabric that your waterproof is made of, even if you to wear something that is, I guess, completely waterproof, like just pure plastic, like a bin bag, you've got to cut a hole in it, haven't you, for your head and for your arms, and those holes are going to let the water in. You can minimise things a little bit or improve the performance of your waterproof a little bit. So things to look out for are good makes of jackets. So this Gore jacket has been keeping me going for a good few years. Looking after them will also make a big difference as well. So this gets washed if it gets too dirty or muddy with a technical wash. So do not put it in your washing machine with normal laundry detergent. Definitely not fabric softener. You shouldn't be using that for any of your running gear. You want to put it in with a technical wash. So something, a company like Nikwax make special washers that you put in your washing machine to just wash your waterproof and technical fabrics, and then a re-waterproofing treatment that then goes in as a second machine wash afterwards. So looking after them and keeping them clean will help them perform. Looking out for fabrics like Gore-Tex or kind of own brand equivalent to Gore-Tex, which are waterproof, but also have tiny microscopic little membranes in them to let your sweat out, because otherwise if it doesn't let the sweat out at all, you'll get probably as wet from your sweat not escaping but boiling the bag as you will from not having the rain on you from outside. This jacket doesn't have a hood. I don't like hoods on running jackets. You're very rarely going to run with your hood up anyway. It's kind of flapping around. So something that does up and is a little bit tighter and snugger on a tool collar around your neck, just to stop as much stuff pouring down your neck into the jacket. Maybe even wearing a buff or something inside it so the buff gets wet but it doesn't let the water in any further. Picking one perhaps that has like this elasticated cuffs, so that means that it's fairly snug around your wrists. If you've got big gaping kind of wrists on a running jacket, you've just got a bigger hole for rain to come into. We tend to run with our hands higher than our elbows, so unlike walking jackets where you can get away with a loose cuff over the top of a glove, with a running jacket you want an elasticated cuff, because otherwise you will just end up with a puddle of water on your elbow inside the jacket that has run down the inside of your arm. The other thing, I guess, to look out for are the other areas where the manufacturer has to, so you can put it on, put holes in the jacket. So the first one is the seams. So if you look closely at the seams on this jacket or any other piece of clothing, that's a sewing machine that's gone down there and perforated lots of little holes with a needle into your waterproofing fabric. So what this jacket manufacturer has done is what's called taped the seams. So there's a waterproof sort of adhesive taping that's been put over the inside of those seams so that the water doesn't seep through where the sewing machine has made holes. And the other one is the zip. So there is no way to make a zip perfectly waterproof and also work as a zip and let you in the jacket. But what can help is that inside the zip there's this flap attached so that the water doesn't go straight through the zip and onto you. There's a little bit of protection from too much water coming in through the zip. So those are good things to look out for in a waterproof jacket, but I guess my key message for today is no waterproof clothing will keep you 100% dry in all conditions. So just as long as you've got that expectation set, we're good to go.